Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and those who have yet to make up their minds. I am your host, JustJack.com, and we welcome you to subscribe to our newsletter and our freebies at our website, www.jussjack.com. That's just Jack with two S's because one just ain't enough. Now let's get on with the show because today we're doing the tarot. I love the tarot. But before we do, can you hear my cards? Okay, let's shuffle these puppies up. Before I do, I just want to invite those of you guys who are still listening to all this crazy stuff, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in with me. Go ahead, really. Whatever you're doing, take a deep breath and let it go with a sound. Go ahead, do another one. From the diaphragm. Go ahead, go ahead. Take your deep breath because breath is so important. It's one of the, a basic skill set that one should be, how would we say, that you should be intentional and mindful of. You know, the breath creates life. It is the reminder that you are here, right? We're here. We're here. And I always want to take that deep breath because before we start strategy, before we talk about strategy, before we look at cards, before we even think about what needs fixing in our businesses, I need you to know something. You're not behind. You're not broken. And you sure as heck don't need to pretend that you're fine when you're not. I'll just say that. You're safe here. This isn't a classroom where you're being graded. This is sacred ground, a place to reflect and remember and reclaim the truth of who you are as a leader, as a visionary, as a soul with a mission. You know, we talk about that deep, mindful, intentional breath, right? It's a basic skill set. And we talk about, we have a class coming up about basic skills that I worked on with my homegirl. If I may shout out my 65-year-old friend who has created programs and not only taught in classrooms, but created programs with her students. You know, she really, uh, what is the word? Collaborated with her students, right? Even though they were in fifth and sixth grade, I mean, she made a whole program teaching students the five basic essential elements of peace, what it is to really be a peaceful person, a promoter of peace. She created that program with her sixth grade class, with them. You know, she allowed them, I think that she presented them with an activity that required an outcome. And I really believe that part of learning is exploration, you know. And my friend Eden, she said, well, I never had trauma leading people, or the children, or the students for that matter. And I don't have any problem leading people. That's why I do what I do. And that's why I collaborate with my students, right? Because I too, just like my 65-year-old friend, I am working and doing my life's work. Her life's work were to build peace education programs. And she has, and she did, and she continues to help those peace education programs. I even told her one time, when my 65-year-old friend, when you get old, or if she hears me say that she's old, she's going to, I didn't say old, when you mature, that's an ugly word too, just kidding. No, but when you keep growing and blossoming and blooming, such as my 65-year-old friend has, um, you can start, well, let's see. You share the wisdom, and by this time, not only have you blossomed and bloomed, but you know them by their fruit, right? So you, she knows what she has created and how it has made an impact in the world. Because even though she has blossomed and bloomed into a beautiful, huge tree that continues to give out to people, she has her pains and her, her backache, her brows too tight, her hips are shaking from the left to the right. That is my 65-year-old friend. And I tell her, don't forget who you are, Queen. You run a national organization promoting peace. And she blows her nose and she wipes her tears and she looks at me and she says, an international organization. Because her programs are international. There we have programs in Africa, right? She has programs that have changed lives in the Philippines. I mean, even recently, she just had a team come back from the Philippines. I am talking a lot about her, and I do not want to let this go unnoticed. When you work on yourself, and as my 65-year-old friend tells me, I am 65 years old and I am still learning more and more about myself. We are able to really go out there and serve and really be part of the magic and the miracle and the movement that changes generations to come. We are able to instill peace, just as my 65-year-old friend has. And when we instill peace in the DNA of generations to come, life really changes. So before I start this reading, I just want you to know anything is possible. Anything is possible for those who believe. So let's begin. Going to shuffle the cards, and you may think, clear the mind's eye, and you can breathe intentionally and ask for a message from your higher power, your source. Always put our seatbelts on, yes. Ask for your protections. Just as we go into the car, not to think of a car accident, just to protect ourselves. You can call upon your guides and ancestors, or just yourself, your higher self. Excuse me. And we will begin now. Let's go ahead and pull the first card. Ah, the Queen of Pentacles, reversed. Let me tell you something about the Queen of Pentacles. She's the boss. Okay, she is the influencer, the nurturer. She is the one who knows best, right? She knows how to take care of everything. She's got the spreadsheet, she's got the calendars, the to-do list, and she still manages to remember everyone's birthday. But today she is showing up reversed. Okay. When we talk about the Queen of Pentacles, of course, we talk about the upright position, what it really means, and then we'll give the reading. Now the reading is she's showing up reversed. And I know sometimes people like to think that a reverse card is bad news, but it's not. It really isn't bad news. It's sacred feedback. It's It's your self, your higher self, if you will, saying, I've got something better, but I need you to stop settling. Reversals, I guess that's the right word. Reversals are invitations. They flip the script, so to say, so you can flip the outcome. Hmm? And the first thing I hear right now when I see this reverse queen is she's tired. She's tired. Not just physically. No. Soul tired. Okay. Tired of proving, tired of performing, tired of smiling when she's drowning, you know. Can you relate? Listening? And any of us relate to this card? So when the queen is reversed, it means that the system is overloaded. Okay. You've been doing so much for everyone else that you've forgotten what you need. We need. We're so busy saying that our businesses, we're so busy serving others that our businesses have stopped. We have stopped receiving from them. Hmm? You might have a feeling like the creativity is flat, or confidence is shaking, hmm? Or that our values are in question. But let me say this clear. You are not your productivity. You are not your output. You are not less than because you need rest, right? You need rest. You're not less than because you need rest. You're not your output. You need rest. You're not your productivity. You need rest. This queen is inviting you to sit with her, not to fix it, not to hustle through it, right? But to let the truth rise up. I have been holding too much for too long. Does that resonate with you? Have you been holding too much for too long? Because this queen, when she comes up in the reading, reverse, she wants you to reclaim the garden of your own heart, not as a business owner, not as a business owner, but as a human who deserves to be held too. You know, the symbolism, the garden. She loves her garden. She has grapes in her garden. She has a rabbit at her feet, right? The rabbit at her feet um, symbolizes fertility, um, abundance, quick growth, but reversed. Reverse, the rabbit scampers away, and this could reflect a fear. What you've planted won't bloom, you know, that your efforts won't hatch anything. You know, when we go into the garden, we plant the seeds, we never think of the seed, oh, this will never grow. If that was the thought, we would never go out into the garden, would we? No, we go out to the garden thinking, oh, look at this seed. It is sprouting and it is full of life and it's ready to go into that dirty place, into the dirt, into the ground, and really grow and rise up. And when we nurture this seed, it continues to blossom and bloom. Hmm? The seeds are working. When you plant those seeds of desire, when you say, I'm ready to commit to my business, I'm ready to commit to my life's work, I'm ready to let go of all that and plant this seed. And even though it take me to dirty, it may feel dirty at the time. I know that when I nurture it and love it and allow it to take its time to blossom and bloom, it will become a tree that bears good fruit, right? The seeds are working, they're just not rooting beneath the surface. Abundance doesn't disappear, it just takes a different path when you lose trust in your soil. When we look at her gaze, right? The Queen of Pentacles. When we look at the card and the card shows her gazing, she gazes lovingly at the pentacle, her money, her craft, her worth. But reversed, she might be questioning it, not seeing her value clearly, comparing herself to others, overgiving of herself, undervaluing herself. This revert card says, maybe, maybe you are doubting whether you're doing enough, or charging too much, or worthy of receiving. This queen is here to rebuild the inner economy. When we look at the card, more symbolism with the throne and the garden, right? The throne is carved with when we see we the um, she's surrounded by roses, right? Sorry, I lost my roses, vines, fruit, symbols of sensual stability, prosperity, divine feminine authority. But flipped upside down, the garden can't nourish her. The throne can't hold her. The ground doesn't feel safe. This could show up as not trusting your systems, feeling like things could collapse if you stop moving, building for others, but neglecting your own spiritual, emotional ecosystem, feeling that you need to earn rest, or you need to earn money, or you need to earn joy. Rebuild your garden, till the soil, not for performance, but for peace. Create a business that feeds you, not just everyone else. Plant a garden that, yes, your neighbors will eat of the good fruit, but yes, first we have to make sure the garden feeds us. We cannot give away our lettuce and peas if we do not have enough lettuce and peas for ourselves. Put the oxygen mask on ourselves first, this kind of thing. The card really is asking, do you believe you can be wildly successful and deeply cared for? Write that down in your business journal. Do you really believe you can be wildly successful? What did I say? You can be wildly successful and deeply cared for. And write this down too in your business journal and ask yourself this when you in your own quiet time. What would your business look like if you treated it like a sacred home, not just a hustle trap? It's when we look at the card, it's really a cosmic course correction. Not because you're off path, but because you're being called to root deeper. Root deeper and rest longer, and stop trying to build from depletion. You're tired. Sit down. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. The queen is saying, are you treating yourself like the asset you are, or just the administrator of your business? Maybe you've been managing everything solo, wearing 17 hats and feeling stretched thin, or you're showing up for everyone else but forgetting to fill your own cup, or I don't know, you question your value despite holding the whole operation. The reverse queen is asking you to nurture your root chakra, your foundation. Metaphysically, if that chakra feels shaky, so will your sense of safety and abundance. So the root chakra, we can use grounding practices, walking barefoot on the earth. I like to go to the park. I walk to Balboa Park, and I take off my shoes and I I go barefoot on the earth. So barefoot, walking barefoot on the earth is a good grounding practice. Visualization, visualizing your roots, right? Those roots anchoring you from the ground. Really, when you walk on the earth, barefoot on the earth, maybe even outside in your backyard or in the front yard, you can walk with intention. What does the Buddha say? Walk as if every footstep is your feet kissing the earth, right? That's a Buddha doodle. And, where was I going? Oh, walking barefoot on earth and visualize yourself having those roots. Just visualize. When I say visualize, just close your eyes and imagine. Imagine your uh, um, feet connecting to roots that deeply go into the earth's core, to Pachamama, to Mother Earth, to Mother Gaia, right? And visualize the Mother Earth taking, giving away. Think of yourself every step giving away stuff that does not belong anymore to Mother Earth. And then let her take it and transform it and send good energy back up the roots into the feet. Yes. Or you can have crystals, you know, really, well, go back to visualizing the body. Really visualize, really feel that energy coming from Pachamama. Really feel that energy coming back up the feet into the knees, head, shoulders, knees and toes, right? Bring it all the way up to the head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and let it feel, let the energy fill the body. Feel, F-I-L-L, and feel, F-E-E-L. Feel the energy, feel the body. You see? Okay. Or vice versa. Feel, F-E-E-L, and feel the energy, F-E-E-L. Feel the body, F-I-L-L. Okay. Let's keep moving. You can get some crystals. Crystals, maybe, maybe a smoke quartz or even a hematite would be a good one to really ground yourself or hold them in your hand. You know, I don't think you have to have the tools to do everything, but the tools are nice. Remember, let's not forget sliced bread. Before there was sliced bread, there was just one big loaf. Yes. And then the tool came to slice the bread, and it's been the best thing ever since. Okay. Really take that. All this that we've said. Really take it in. I feel like when I'm recording these things, I feel like I'm always rushing to hurry up. But in this one, this grounding exercise, I want you to really not just write it down. Go out to walk uh, barefoot on the earth. That is your homework assignment. Okay, let's keep going because I'm getting a little too crazy. What's next? That's the next card. Oh, the Two of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so the second card. Oh, let's see. Two of Pentacles. Let me just ask you this straight up. What are you juggling right now that's about to drop? No shame, no judgment. Just honesty, because the card comes through. It's a man juggling two pentacles and rocky waves and boats behind him. But this card is reversed, right? This card comes through when you've been doing the most, wearing all the hats, playing all the roles, you're juggling, switching back and forth so you don't you're switching fast back and forth so fast that you don't even know what day it is. Hmm? And when it's reversed, that's when the cracks start to show. The smile feels fake. The inbox feels like an enemy. When we look at the card, we have the waves behind him, right? Normally, the Two of Pentacles. It's, like I said, a figure juggling with juggling calmly while ships sail the choppy waters behind him. Upright, it's a card of, you could say, grace under pressure, right? But reversed, the waves take over and the storm is spilling inward, darling. Maybe you are managing too many moving parts emotionally, financially, spiritually. And the inner sea is swelling now, right? It makes sense. Then we have the infinity symbol, represents flow, balance, sustainable energy. Um, what else do we have here? This is kind of like constantly switching between roles. Coach versus mentor versus creator, then there's admin, then there's parent, then there's spouse, and never feeling grounded in any of them, right? What does Pink sing in her song? I'm a I'm a lover, I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner and a saint. We all of them, but we're not grounded in any of them. This could also look like time and energy leaking into tasks that don't feel aligned or fulfilling. This could also look like, let's see, maybe revenue coming in, but joy and peace and direction going out. There's no direction. There's no joy. Where's the peace? It's just hustle, hustle, hustle. Task, task, task. Do this, do that. Turn around, jump down. Stand on your head. What this means is the Two of Pentacles means reverse means you may be running on empty. Switching roles so fast, you don't know what day it is. Your smile feels forced. The calendar is full. You are booked and busy, but your heart feels empty. Money comes and goes. But peace maybe feels out of reach. And you might be wondering if the whole thing is worth it or questioning your calling. This card is not about working harder. It's a stop sign from the universe saying, stop. You're not failing. You're just fractured. A practical action step you can take this week to reverse this card is choose one priority for the week. Don't juggle. Don't worry about juggling. You don't got to change and do a 360. Just choose one priority. Eat that frog, right? Who was the director, the writer of Eat That Frog? It's that one task that you need to really get done. That's a priority. This week, I didn't say today, I didn't say tomorrow. I didn't say find me 5 priorities, find me 8 priorities, find me 3, find me 2. I said find me one. Choose one priority. Sorry, I just bit my tongue. Dang it. Maybe my tongue is getting a little too preacher. Choose one priority this week and say no. No is a complete sentence, by the way. Say no. Or postpone everything else. I don't care if the girls come over and you guys want to have dinner. Mm-mm. let's postpone dinner till next week. I got a priority. I have one priority to focus on. Oh, so and so want to come over for cocktails and you work from home and you can make your own schedule because you work from home. Come on, just one cocktail isn't going to hurt you. You say no or postpone. You can come for cocktails next week because this week I got my one priority that needs my heart, my love, my dedication, my devotion because I am committed to this. Just one. Turn this juggler upside down. Now you've done the action step, you see. You can create a simple time block for either the project or for rest and reflection. Before you go into this specific project, take some time to rest and reflect. Before you go into the power hour, as we call it, right? The power hour is when you spend that 1 hour block time for you to work on this specific project. That's the power hour, right? So before we start the power hour, let's take 10 minutes to rest, ground ourselves, and treat it as a sacred business strategy, not just some optional downtime. If you were going to pay yourself for your business for doing the task, that is part of the task. The rest and the grounding. So that way, when you focus on the power hour, you can focus on the power hour. This card is the wake up call before the breakthrough. Take it as you wish. I'm just here to read the cards. I'm not here to boss nobody around. But if one needs to understand the universe is really asking, will you keep juggling what drains you? Or will you surrender the chaos and trust that a new rhythm is ready to emerge? Your energy is fragmented. Practice chakra balancing, especially in your solar plexus. When you are, taking that time to sit, really focus on the solar plexus, the yellow chakra right there in the belly. That's where your confidence is. And your sacral chakra, that sacred part, that creativity part, meditate. Meditate focusing on your breath. Like I said, focus on the breath, releasing overwhelm. Releasing that overwhelm can really realign your flow. Imagine that infinity loop, that eight, restoring itself inside of you so that way you can go and do and affirm with me. Write this down and say it out loud constantly. I give my friend. Let's cut. Let's start over again. I'm getting a little carried away. Affirm with me. I give myself permission to stop juggling and start healing. Say it. Write it down. Say it, boo. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Let's see. What's the next card? Should I shuffle? Well, I'll pull the next one. Oh. I wish I was recording this on camera so that way you guys could see, but ooh, the Knight of Wands, upright. And honey, let me tell you. Okay, so Knight of Wands, coming in hot. And just like that, the energy shifted. The energy shifted. The energy shifted from this upside down Queen of Pentacles, this reversed Two of Pentacles, to the Knight of Wands. Now listen. The Knight of Wands is the part of you that remembers. Okay, you're remembering when you pull the knight is the young knight on the horse in dry desert, and he's holding upright a wand. Wands represent what we create. right? You're remembering who you are. You're coming in young all over again. You're saying, wait a second, hold on, wait a minute. I may be, I may have been acting like the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Two of Pentacles reversed. But I remember who the who I am. I'm remembering who I am. Remembering who you are is important. You're remembering what lit you up. You're remembering why you started. You're remembering that this whole thing was never just about making money. It was about making meaning. The card is momentum. It's momentum, not in a panicked performance kind of way, not a performative kind of way, we could say, kind of like, oh, look at me, I'm launching. Oh, no, no, it's not that. This is a soul stirring moment. This is purpose led, passion fueled, and unapologetically you. The night doesn't wait for permission. The night doesn't ask the algorithm for approval. The night rides with the flame of their soul, guiding them forward. So I want to ask you, what is that idea? That what do you have an offer? What project has been sitting on the shelf waiting for you to finally trust yourself again? Let that be the thing. Let's bring that thing out of the spiritual garage, the garage, right? Let's name it, let's claim it, bring it up, dust it off. Start moving toward it, not because it's perfect, but because it's yours, boo. This is your project. This is your next step. Look at the symbolism in the card. I mean, the charging horse. This isn't some cute, delicate trot. No, this is momentum. This horse is ready. This is speed. This knight isn't waiting for perfect conditions. The knight isn't waiting for everything to be hunky dory. The knight moves with courage and vision. And the wand, even the wand, it's not a wand that's grown. It's fresh buds, new beginnings, right? Even in dry ground, life can grow, but you gotta move. This knight carries his wand of power, not a sword of defense. Write that down. This is a wand of power, not a sword of defense. He's not here to fight in a battle. He's here to create, claim, and conquer his vision. The vision that has been calling you. It's all about action, right? Not busy work. He's riding toward creative liberation, not more tasks. Let's talk about that. Write that word down. Creative liberation. Let's talk about what it really means to be creatively liberated, because the Knight of Wands doesn't wait to be picked. He doesn't wait for a business coach to give him a checklist of things to do. He doesn't wait until he has Canva templates or an Instagram strategy. He doesn't wait until he's ready. He just goes. He moves. Move. Why? Why does he go? Because he's full of something that needs to come out. Some of you may want to write that down. He's full of something that needs to come out. You ever notice a lot of people, all that comes out their mouth is bullshit? Hmm? How many times? How many times do you look at someone and like, gosh, your mouth must be so jealous of your butthole by all the shit that comes out of it? I said it. I said it. And I'm not, quite frankly, I'm not impressed. But that's not you. You who are listening, you don't just spit bull crap. All right? The stuff that comes out of your mouth is actually valuable. The stuff that's inside of you that needs to come out, you don't need to take a shit. You need to go on camera. You need to go on audio, video. You need to go on live. You need to go something. Make a reel. Write, sing, do whatever it is that is inside of you. It needs to come out. I know it's valuable. That's creative liberation. It's not just about art or content or launching a product. It's not about how many memes you can share. It's about what you can create. It's that spiritual moment where something inside of you says, yes, this idea isn't just BS. This idea came from my soul, and I refuse to hold hostage on it any longer. I'm turning into a preacher. I need to slow my roll. Creative liberation. Creative liberation. Creative liberation means you stop trying to perfect the message and just share the truth. It means you stop seeking approval and start trusting your inner compass. It means you stop recycling what worked for others and start birthing what's been whispering inside you all along. Creative liberation is how your spirit, your soul, the essence of your being speaks through your business. It's a holy rebellion against self abandonment. You know what it is? It's reclaiming. Creative liberation is reclaiming your time. Creative liberation is reclaiming your joy, your weirdness, your genius, your rhythm. You want some action steps to step more into your creative liberation? Write this down. Number one, ask yourself, what have I been holding back that actually wants to be shared? Write it down, unfiltered. Let it surprise you. Another thing you can do is choose one way to move it forward this week. Not perfectly, not polished, just move. Maybe it's going live. Maybe it's creating a messy outline. Maybe it's writing the first sentence. Maybe it's putting it together. Create from fire, not fear. Before you sit down to create, really have the intention. What did that teacher just tell me? I'm in this class. Of course, I was in a class. He said, put the end, see the end, the outcome before the beginning. What do you want the outcome to be before you sit down? Maybe put yourself in the mood, light a candle, play a song that gets you in your let's see, power posture. Write that down. What gets you in your power posture? Posture is all about how you present yourself to the world, right? You want to be a powerful, you want to hold yourself as a powerful, you want to have powerful posture, yes? Hmm? Speak your truth into the room. Say, I am a vessel. The idea came to me because it's ready to move through me. I am ready to take part in the collaboration with divine source, with divine power, with my God. I am ready and willing to take, what did I just say? I am ready and willing to participate in the miracle. In metaphysics, creation is divine. It's not just expression, it's participation with the creator, your God, your source, the universe. The Knight of Wands is what happens when your sacral chakra, your creativity, and your solar plexus, which is your willpower, are lit up and aligned. It says you don't need to know every step, you just need to say yes to the next one. Remember, you were never meant to just manage systems. You were born to make sparks fly. And if your creative fire feels like it's going out, Akuna Matata, don't worry. Relax. It's not gone. It's just buried to protect it. And the Knight of Wands is here to help you dig it up and ride with it towards your purpose. I'm looking at these cards and, you know, this reading was never really about the cards. Even before I chose to come on and record and pull, I talked to my 65-year-old friend. This was about the conversation your soul has been trying to have with you, not AI. Even though artificial intelligence, you can use it to your advantage. I am not against it. I use it to my advantage. It does not use me, honey bunny. And it does not work for me. I mean, it does not do my work for me. I do the work. But it's a conversation that AI cannot have with you. It's a conversation that your friend of 88 years can have with you. It's a conversation with your soul. A conversation that says you're not behind. You're not failing. You're waking up all over again. And you'll have these. Ask my 65-year-old friend. You have epiphanies, wake up moments, Saturn returns, Uranus returns, whatever. And if you've been overwhelmed or unsure or uninspired, I want you to know I see you. I honor the real you. I always have. That's the kind of person I am. And you who are listening, I know who's listening to this. Y'all know me. I honor the real you and I want to walk with you, not as your judge, not as some high up teacher with a red pen, but as your sister, your brother, your teacher, your mirror, reminding you that you don't have to do this alone. You don't. So if this has stirred something in you, if something clicked, something cracked open, hopefully, I want to invite you to take the next step. Book a private call with me. Sign up for our um, monthly subscription. With our monthly subscription, you get a private call, whether it's tarot, whether it's a business consultation, whether it's just me and you chatting, figuring out where that next step for you to go, because you need to move now. Call me up. Not because you need fixing, but because you're ready. Ready to clear the fog, ready to reclaim your rhythm, ready to finally build your business with spirit and strategy in a way that feels like home. So let's talk. Let's co-create. Let's get you back in your seat of power, Queen. I'm holding the door open. You just have to walk through it. And once we do the healing and the rebalancing, the remembering, that Knight of Wands energy, oh, honey. Oh, it's not just a fantasy, darling. It's a frequency. So, where are we at? I'm going a little too crazy. So book your call with me. Sign up for our monthly subscription. It's $25 a month. Um, let's do some extra credit. I give out extra credit to my students. I don't grade, like I said. But if you want extra credit, like if you want to go the distance, here are some reflection prompts. If you have time. Notice I say, oh, if, because you either have it or you make it. All depends on how serious you are, I suppose, how committed or devoted you are to your progression on yourself. because that's all these classes are from me, right? They're just progressions on the self. And what better success is the development of the self. So if you're ready, if you're willing, ask yourself this, write this down in your business journal, business binder. Write this down. Number one, what part of my business is calling for more nourishment? And there are no right or wrong answers. These are just activities I present that require an outcome. And like I said, like my friend Eden said, oh, my 65-year-old friend, my 65-year-old friend said, part of learning is exploration. So I'm just asking you to explore. Number two, what are you juggling? Uh, let's see. Where are you juggling things that can be released? What are you juggling? What can you get rid of? Number three, what wants to move through you if you let it? What is this? These are questions only you can answer. There are no right or wrong answers. Okay. Before we go, affirm with me and say it loud, say it proud. I am allowed to grow at my own pace. I am allowed to pause. Say it. I am allowed to begin again. Say it. Believe it. Say it. Believe it. I believe in you. If you got some value from this, go on and share it with a friend. Once again, I'm your host, justjack.com, and we invite you to check out our website, justjack.com, and sign up for our freebies. We have a brand new website, so we have lots of freebies that are in there. And get on get on our newsletter, and we'll see you next Tuesday for another weekly Business Insight Tarot reading. And if you want to book a private reading with me, it's only $35. Please reach out to me. Also my website, justjack.com/. Medium, or is it tarot? I think it's, no, it's not tarot. Whoopsie, I'm giving stuff out for free. Message me, okay? Actually, with this one, if you're hearing this, message me. And listen to me when I say this. This is important. I have never and will never reach out to you in the DMs to offer you a reading. I just won't. I don't do that kind of stuff. So if you get a message from me saying, beloved, the ancestors have given me a message for you. That ain't me. That ain't me. It never has been me. Never will be me. I don't. But people message me like that all the time, and I tell them, honey, believe me, if the ancestors want to get a hold of me, they know whose number to call. Okay. And if you do get those messages from me, please let me know, and let's put out that fire together, because that fire needs to be put out. Okay. All right. All right. Let me get out of here. I'll see you guys next Tuesday, in our newsletter. So look out for it next Tuesday. Lots of love. Peace out. Bye, Felicia.